Hello everyone, this is just a quick video demonstrating how some knowledge of mundane astrology can help protect the investor and his money. Now, in a recent video, well, not so recent, it's about a month ago, David Jones from Capital.com, he thought that the NASDAQ he thought that this was just a small correction and that the NASDAQ would bounce back off. So he bought the NASDAQ at this level with a stop loss at 13,600. Now he bought it on the 15th of February at around this level. You can see it went up, and then we have a 3-bar reversal here, and it rolls down. Now this is mainly due to the invasion of Ukraine by Vladimir Putin, and the NASDAQ went down to 13,000 here at its lowest point. Now just let's look at what planets, what the sky was on the on the 15th of February this year. Now, the main configuration to pay attention to is Saturn in Aquarius. Now, of course, Saturn, a planet that dominates over misfortune, is in a sign related to technology, and the NASDAQ is made up mostly of technology stocks. And over here we can see we have Adobe with the Sun at 20 degrees of Leo. We have Apple with the midheaven in a fixed sign, Venus at 22 Scorpio. We have Amazon with the Sun at 24 degrees of Taurus, a fixed sign. Tesla, 18 degrees Taurus, midheaven. I mean, it's a technology index made up mostly of technology stocks. Intel, 14 degrees of Leo, the Sun. So just by knowing this, by looking up at the stocks in the index, we noticed that most of them have fixed signs from 14 to 26. We can go deeper into that, but just from my analysis, Saturn and Aquarius, I would not expect a bounce off just from seeing all these. Look at Cisco at 27 Aquarius. It's a bit far away, but it still counts. Mars, 22 degrees of Leo. So we can see here from the presence of Saturn in this sign and its square to the fixed planets in the first trade horoscopes of these companies, I don't expect a pullback or a bounce up. I would actually short it here because I would expect it to go down. So it's not a very wise decision to expect a bounce back up of the NASDAQ when all of the stocks have sensitive planets, personal planets, at a degree very close to where Saturn in Aquarius is, and it squares it. So here, this year, the year 2022, we can notice that Saturn is in Aquarius for the whole year. And we might not expect very good returns from the NASDAQ because Saturn in Aquarius can cause a very sharp decline. I believe the NASDAQ was up 105% from the pandemic, or maybe 205%. I really don't remember. I'm not a trader. I'm an astrologer. So, oops. from the dip 150% to the peak, and then the decline. This is a and you can see here the blow off and then the drop, very similar to what happened in the year 2000 with the crash. In the year 2000, the dot-com bubble, we can notice the square from Saturn to Aquarius. Right now, these two planets exchange signs. Saturn is in Aquarius, Uranus is in Taurus, and they square. But what protected the NASDAQ, in my opinion, is this sextile from Jupiter to Uranus. Once this sextile fades, and as we move back to a square between these two planets towards the end of the year, it can cause a lot of problems for the NASDAQ, especially when this Saturn begins reaching 23 degrees, 26 degrees. And you can see it's retrograde, it's prolonged stay. See here, November, again October, September, August, critical months. I would stay away from the NASDAQ this year, or I would have to be very tactical in my investments. I mean, if you invest, I don't invest in any. I'm just here to demonstrate the technique. So I hope you got some value out of it. I hope you consider more astrological analysis. Traders usually depend on two types of analysis: fundamental and technical analysis. But if you finish off this triangle, what would be at the top of everything would be always and forever. This is the holy grail of investing and trading. We always start with astrological analysis, and then you can do whatever you want with technical and fundamental, because if the astrological context indicates a drop, it's not recommended that you buy, or it can be very dangerous to buy and hold, because it can go seriously in the other direction and you can get stopped, like what happened to Mr. David Jones here from capital.com. Now, I'm not a professional investor, I'm just an astrologer, and with just my knowledge of astrology, I was able to make not a very bad decision. One other thing here we can note, of course, and it's not very difficult to see, is the price of oil. Now it's skyrocketed, and what we notice here in the sky also is the position of Jupiter and Pisces, and the conjunction of Jupiter to Neptune, which caused the price of oil to go ballistic. Now this Jupiter and Neptune here, we can also see from this the resolution of the Ukrainian-Russian issue, hopefully. I said before in a video, I was too optimistic and I said it, but Putin did it and he invaded. But I really think that the conjunction here would cause a resolution of the conflict. Soon we have Venus enters into Pisces, and it conjoins conjoins Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces around April. So thank you for watching. I hope you got some use out of this. I have more videos coming up about astrology and the stock market, so if you have any interest in that, please subscribe so you get updated. Thank you very much and take care.